Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Capricorn July 1, 2022. Neptune has just turned retrograde, making decisions difficult. This retrograde cycle, lasting until December 3rd, is a yearly one and occurs in the sector of your chart that rules facts and figures and the lower mind. Fuzzy thinking is likely for the time being. Perceptions can be confused and unsure, but you might also be dealing with mixed signals, communications, or instructions. However, a slight disappointment can get you in touch with the fantasies and dreams that serve you well and those that may need to be refined or thrown out. Allow more time to get things done, or take a lighter schedule if possible. You can feel divided since a good part of you is focused on fixing practical problems, while another part is far more socially oriented. However, you have good energy for harmonizing, sharing ideas, and ironing out differences. Steer away from power struggles. After all, yesterday's new moon in Cancer is bringing new beginnings to your harmony-seeking 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, but there's more. The moon will harmonize with rebellious Uranus via your romantic 5th house of love, passion, pleasure, and self-expression, which means you're either sporadically experiencing romantic feelings for someone or having an unexpected change of heart. While sitting in opposition with smoldering Pluto in your sign, however, you're more likely to crave control and dominance, so be mindful with your approach. New waves of creativity could positively impact the direction of your professional commitments. You might feel inspired to do something different with a passion project as the moon in Cancer sextiles Uranus in Taurus. Talk to your constituents when new ideas form or when your inspiration strikes. See what they have to say, as their opinion could further influence the direction you could take your obligations. Plus, a colleague, partner, or client could even add to your inspiration. No matter the direction you may take, your passion will make your commitment so valuable. If you think someone is holding out on you, you may want to rethink this. Is it possible that you are overreacting or more untrusting for some reason? Could it be because of a misunderstanding or a lack of information? Before you accuse this person, take the time to consider the root of your feeling. It may be that you're absolutely right, but try to be certain before you confront them on it. Be careful not to let your dissatisfaction with yourself hurt others or create enemies. Your friends and family have to be very patient with you. If you go too far, your relationships will suffer a great deal. Try to see it from their point of view instead of just your own. It's a great time for getting the skinny on what an old friend's been up to. Where have they disappeared to lately? Just make sure you don't cross that fine line between sharing news and spreading gossip. You appreciate being liked and even more being admired. However, you don't have much say in how you're perceived. You can only behave in a natural way, which is often simply a question of your smile and laugh, the extent of your interest shown towards others, your individual taste, and how your day goes. As your professional dreams continue to unfold, you may find yourself worrying about the downside. First, there are new responsibilities that you might have your doubts about your ability to fulfill. Secondly, you might find yourself catapulted into the uncomfortable realm of office politics. Don't let these matters put a damper on your enthusiasm. You have what it takes to fulfill the first concern, and the wisdom to avoid the second. Onward and upward. Your communication skills will be strong on this day. If you happen to work with groups in a leadership or instructional role, this is a perfect day to go for it. The presence of this vibration will enhance your skills and reduce the chance of anyone misunderstanding what you say. On the personal scene, don't hesitate to talk with loved ones or friends about any concerns or problems that exist. Chances are good that you will work things out in no time at all. Before leaving your relationship sector today and wrapping up a new moon 2 days ago, the moon will find itself in the wrong place at the right time. A clash with Pluto in Capricorn is something that every 4 weeks will put a balance between your personal and relationship needs to the test, but a friendly aspect to Neptune, just days after his retrograde turn in your communication sector, can do more than just give this a voice. While a new moon has brought a chance for a fresh start, Neptune is offering a chance to give the past and unsaid words a voice. Before leaving your relationship sector and wrapping up the new moon this created 2 days ago, the moon will form a friendly aspect to Neptune, just days after his retrograde turn in your communication sector. This is a monthly encounter, but it comes just as there is a chance for new beginnings on the relationship front, but with a chance to give the past and unsaid words a voice. Our eyes in the sky. It can enable spiritual or emotional bypassing, yet it can also help us to gain perspective regarding situations that are typically too charged for us to assess objectively. This is one of those times where compartmentalization can be a helpful technique, as it frees us from self-imposed obligations to canonize our past. Instead of assuming that we are bound to replay the same traumas over and over again, we recognize that we have the authority to change how we tell our stories. This will be a somewhat unconscious process today, organically occurring as we go about interacting with friends, co-workers, and acquaintances. We simply tell our story differently, and this action creates change. Using new words prompts different recollections, and the way we share with others creates a holistic ripple effect. Meanwhile, Saturn in Aquarius loves innovation but might be slow to put changes into effect, knowing that true progress is never achieved overnight. Yet, when these two influences come together in a sextile, they harmoniously play off each other. Mars encourages Saturn's propensity for experimentation. Saturn checks Mars' instinct to run into the fray without proper protection. This is a great aspect to use for initiatives where we must put our heads down and focus. Although we will not likely reach our projected target today, this Mars-Saturn permeates us with the confidence that we will achieve our aims if we work diligently towards their realization. This makes us want to get lost in the waves of love and emotion. Be careful about trusting people who don't deserve it. This can excite sexual prowess and heighten sex drive. It also shortens tempers, so try to avoid meltdowns and drama if you can. A good way to deal with this energy is to meditate or count to 10 before confronting anyone. This can help alleviate the situation and melt away stress. By the end of the day, you could feel worn out and tired. Give yourself a rest, some love, and a glass of wine. The moon in Cancer, ending its void of course which began last night. This is the sign of its exaltation, suggesting an easy flow of instinctual, nurturing energy. Over the next 2 days, we are encouraged to connect with our senses and practice mindfulness. Seek radical presence and keep things simple. The past is gone. The future is yet to be. Acknowledge the tether between your emotions and your environment, and ground into the moment. In the late afternoon, the Cancer Sun forms a quincunx to Saturn in Aquarius, which might dampen our spirits. We may sense a looming crisis, or fixate on a nagging feeling that there are responsibilities we must attend to. The timing is inconvenient, as this is one of those occasions where there is never an optimal time for it to land in our laps. We want to be a leader and demonstrate that anything can be handled with compassion and integrity. Yet addressing this issue requires us to put our feelings aside and just get it done, which seems counterintuitive and causes us to feel stretched thin. We worry we might be viewed as uncaring if we handle the matter efficiently, or that we will be seen as too soft if we act from a heart-centered place.